Hey, my coming out story is quite long and varied and a little bit confusing. I first realised that I liked girls when I was probably a little bit before I was 11, but I first realised and accepted that about myself, and I found a passage in my diary actually where I'd been talking about this crush I had on a friend I had at the time. And at that point I did come out to one of my friends, and she didn't give a crap at all, but she's nice like that. And I remember that was terrifying, and I came out steadily to my friends over the years, saving my two best friends and my family for last, because they're so much harder, because you can replace your friends but you kind of stuck with your family. And even though I knew that I knew logically that they wouldn't have a problem, because you know they're good people, and that the fear doesn't go and it doesn't change, because we seem to think that it's a big deal somehow, that it defines you, or that it becomes a massive part of who you are. Eventually I came out to my best friends because there was a girl I liked seriously. So I figured that it was time to just come out already. And one of my friends decided that it was the best thing that had ever happened, because she hated this particular girl's ex-boyfriend, and she thought it was hilarious. And my other best friend was just angry that I'd taken so long to tell her, because I was 18 by this point, so I'd been lying effectively for 7 years to her. And then I told my mum at one point, but I don't think she heard. I mentioned it, I slipped it into conversation. Oh, well, I'm by myself. We were talking about relationships, and she began singing All By Myself. So I'm not certain if she heard or whether she thought I was singing, but yeah, in the end I didn't actually come out to her. I just had a girlfriend, and she kind of figured it out herself, which yeah, possibly the coward's way of doing it, but I knew she wouldn't care. Yeah, I think coming out in general is it's more about accepting it yourself, and then you deserve to be able to be honest with people about that. And when people ask, like, oh, do you like anyone at the moment, you always have that little thing, well, not any guys, but I don't really want to tell you that. And it's the most wonderful thing that once you've come out, you can start sharing those little bits of your life that other people get to share all the time, and you don't, because you're constantly guarding this secret that really very few people give a crap about, if they actually care about you, which I know you hear a lot, but it's actually true, bizarrely. Yeah, I had a very positive experience, luckily. I know a lot of people struggle, but I had a good time with it, really.